Hey guys, it's Justine here from I Should Read That, and today I'm just gonna do like, I guess, a casual video because I have some announcements for some very exciting projects that I've been working on. So there are two things to announce here. First is a project that I've been working on with my sister, and the other is a project that I've been working on with my friend Shanna. If you saw my reading vlog last week, you probably already know about this, but I can talk about it a little bit more in depth and kind of do an official announcement. My sister and I have started a podcast, and this is sort of born from a lot of different things. We have these amazing conversations. We are both incredible book lovers, and we have been reading our entire lives. However, we read really, really different things. And while we love each other very much and we appreciate each other's recommendations, we're not always good about reading those books from each other's genres that we recommend. So, You're Never Gonna Read This, the podcast, is all about changing that. So I tend to read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy, as you guys already know, but Julia tends to read a lot of women's fiction and a lot of romance and a fair amount of non-fiction as well. And we have always tried to be very careful about what we recommend to each other because we want to pick something that the other person is going to like. So what we're going to do is we are going to have an 8-episode season with maybe some special episodes afterwards, and we are going to talk about the books that we are reading throughout the week, and then every episode we are going to recommend a book to the other person, explain why we think that person is going to really enjoy it, and hopefully convince the other to actually read our recommendations. So this is going to be really, really fun. We have recorded pretty much the entire season at this point and have just had an absolute blast. So if you're interested, you can listen to our trailer on our website right now, and we actually launch the podcast tomorrow on Wednesday the 3rd of October. I've left links to everything that you could possibly need to know down below, so don't forget to follow us for more updates and subscribe to the podcast. The next thing that I have to talk about is another very, very exciting thing. So this was actually not even remotely my idea. This was all Shanna's idea. She is the brainchild behind this. We are going to be doing a readathon. This is called the Off the Grid Readathon, and it's going to be quarterly starting on the 12th of October. It's going to run from Friday at midnight starting in your time zone and go all the way through to Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So you'll have Friday and the full weekend to read. There's really no sort of rules or challenges to this. We both discovered that neither of us really like things like reading sprints, but we do really love the idea of having a readathon where you really concentrate on the books that you are reading, the books that you want to read. I feel like we get so distracted by, social media, especially if you are someone who is on BookTube or runs a book blog or just, happens to use social media on a daily basis. It's so easy to distract yourself from your reading by clicking through whatever new things show up on your Twitter feed or whatever. So the idea of this is to put your phone aside, to go ahead and cast aside the phone and actually concentrate on reading, which is the thing that we all love, but sometimes don't always accomplish. In case you are worried that we are going to completely ban all phone use, that is not necessarily true. What we're going to do is we're going to have a Twitter chat that's going to happen on Sunday, so we can all sort of catch up on what we've been reading, but not have the distraction of like a Twitter chat in the middle of a readathon where you're not supposed to be on Twitter. So if you break the rules, it's totally fine. There is no pressure here. The only thing that we want to do is to try to read a little bit more than we normally do. On Shanna's blog, which I will link below, she talks about a few apps that she has tried that will limit your phone usage if that's something that you want to do, but otherwise just kind of try to put your phone in another room and concentrate on your books. I have a feeling this is going to be an amazing thing for me in particular because lately I have been so bad about being distracted about everything. I have been reading a lot, but I feel like I could be reading a lot more and concentrating on what I'm reading a little bit more and absorbing a little bit more of what I'm reading because I am always going back to Twitter. Twitter is a big problem for me. We have both done announcement posts at this point, so go ahead and check out our links below. Shanna is particularly thorough when she talks about the readathon and her announcement. So go ahead and check out her post, my post. You can follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, and I will leave links to all of that below as well. So I'm going to be doing a TBR for this readathon, so go ahead and keep an eye out for that. I have some books that I'm pondering. I may or may not have read them already at that point, but for me it's probably going to be a lot of very highly anticipated releases, and I'm very, very excited to go ahead and just block out some time to read them. So keep an eye out for that video. That'll be coming up a little bit closer to the date, which again is on the 12th of October. So this is just, as I said, a quick chatty announcement video. If I left off anything or you have any questions about either of these things, go ahead and leave a comment below. Make sure you check out all the links and information, and it should be really good. I have been so busy lately, and it's going to be really nice to just set aside some time to get some reading done. It's going to be really nice to get sort of me and my sister out into the world of podcasting. It's going to be a really great time, so I am very much looking forward to having you guys join us. If you enjoyed this video, then I post bookish content to this channel fairly frequently, so hit subscribe, check back soon, and I will see you next time.